Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Triforce Tactics Podcast. This is episode 36, and we have a very special guest with us today. If you want to quickly say hi, Mr. Guubums.
Hello.
For everyone who's just listening and was like, man, that was a lot of times. He was waving first. But yeah, I'm your host, SpicyAppies. Welcome back. I'm going to my co-hosts, Jirachy and RamKev. If you want to please say hi.
Which of us is RamKev and which of us is Jirachy this time?
Up to you two.
Okay. I can't be
okay, I'll be both. Hi, I'm RamKev and Jirachy. And the other one is I don't know.
And I'm Bryce, aka Esports Loft.
I think Kevin's brain is just like on another plane because he was just kicking my ass in Melee and he was doing some super 5-head shit. So I think he's just ascended a bit. But yeah, welcome back. We have a pretty good episode today. Yeah. So I don't know if you know this, but we generally start out talking about our weeks, and I'm sure Kevin will talk about his Nuzlocke. So my week's been pretty good. I've just been playing TFT. I've played some of the worst TFT in my life this week, I'll be honest. I feel like my brain melts a little bit more every time I start a Lowy with any item. Like, I'll start like a Lowy with Cloak just for like the 2% chance I hit Merc on 2-1. It's pretty fucking bad. But I'm having fun regardless. I think everyone can relate a little bit right now. Prepping for the I'm prepping to be the designated Merc player for the 4v4 tournament. So I'm either going 8th or I'm sending the other Merc player.
Really? So, we have 3 people designated for the Merc player because that's all we want to do at this point.
Oh, yeah, right.
What is Soju doing? Actual question: what's Soju even gonna do for this weekend?
Nothing. I'm pretty sure there's like a 50-50 it doesn't show up. So.
Oh, okay.
I saw the.
Okay, that's not an official thing, but like you might like. Yeah, I think we're going to last.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like just the power of P-God will single-handedly boost that team to #1 no matter what, even if Soju doesn't show up. So
Kevin likes to talk about like when he gets in the lobby, he knows he's a good player because the pressure they exert in the lobby, right? It makes you make mistakes. It makes you feel like you're under some heat. And if you're aligned with P-God in a tournament, like I can't imagine. I'm Peepo shaking just imagining being in the same lobby.
Oh,
because God, I mean, like your hands are shaking, like your knees are buckling, you're sweating. I don't know.
If you remember the 2v2 tourney from set 5, P-God was like carrying Soju. He was like dragging Soju's corpse to the finish line. Like not even cabbing. He was actually hard carrying Soju.
Yeah, he was.
My week's basically just been like playing some shitty TFT. Not playing a shitty game of TFT, but like I personally been playing very shitty TFT. But it's been fun. I'm just chilling, waiting for the 4v4 tournament. How have you been doing, Jirachy?
Playing a lot of Talon still. No one is surprised. Actually, I got tagged in like multiple Discords that Mort's YouTube video from today was 6th in Talon 3. Jirachy would be proud in the title. I'm just like, oh my god. Dear God. Okay, my name is synonymous with this fucking green jumpy man bullshit. I don't know.
Wait, so we're gonna talk about Dragonlance a little bit, which is set 7. But did you see that Talon's in Dragonlance? It looks the same, like from the video.
Yes.
Yeah. There was like the dead drop thing.
Or set 4 Talon?
Set 2 Talon?
It looks like
Oh, sorry, I meant set 6 Talon.
Yeah. I think it's this Talon.
Wait, there's those.
All I saw was him autoing someone a bunch, and it just didn't look like he was gaining mana.
Oh,
I could be totally wrong.
No jumps.
But either way.
Well,
I missed set 4 Talon.
Or was that I was watching, and because everyone told me, hey, Talon's in the new set, and I was watching. I know I saw Talon in there, but I think it looked like a segment that was like, oh, this is like referencing set 6 directly. It was just a bunch of set 6 units, but I don't know.
Well, no, it was red. The Talon was red.
It was red. Okay. So
it's definitely
set 7 Talon.
Yeah, Talon's in the he's a different look.
I'm so down to keep one-tricking him, please. I don't care if he's a 10 cost. I think like Blizz was like, "What if Talon's a 10 cost?" And I'll still find a way to one-trick him. And the funny thing is, when he said that, I thought he was joking about the 10 cost. And then they did the announcement video and said, "Oh yeah, there's 10 costs." I went back, I was like, "Wait a second, y'all were not joking about 10 costs?" Oh. Okay, y'all just kind of leaked it by accident, but no one saw it was a leak. Okay, good to know. So, I will find a way to continue to one-trick Talon.
Hell yeah. How you been doing?
Oh,
Kevin?
wait. Oh, yeah, I've been doing bad. I lost my Nuzlocke today. I got swept by Winona's Altaria, and I'm not gonna hear the end of it from Dax. This is like the second time that this has happened, and it's actually beyond terrible.
Wait, to Winona?
Yeah.
Wait,
I lost twice
oh, no.
to Winona. Dragon Dance, Earthquake. You try to fight the gym with an electric type, and your electric type is out because you can't switch, and then it gets a free Dragon Dance off and kills everybody. And then you're just like, oh fuck. Yeah. So that was bad. What else have I done? You know, that's the main thing, honestly. I guess I played some TFT.
T game.
You know, I had some pretty woke games. I had this one game that was like 5 Zeeks and a Kaisa. So it was pretty dope. It was pretty lit. She like I beat. I think it beats. Was it some kind of 3-star? It might have been RE3. I think it beat RE3. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff that can beat RE3, honestly.
Well, I remember you said you had a game today, too, and you're in chat earlier. You said that you had a game where you had 5 redemptions and someone told you to kill yourself.
Yeah. I was playing the Enchanter comp, and I slammed it, and they were like, kill yourself. I was like, oh, man. But I won.
Our podcast group chat, because I've been like, I got away from the like raw Talon 2020. I sent a picture to the podcast group chat of like, hey, I'm playing fucking 8 Arcanists. Hey, I'm actually playing Flex, like Wokage. Appies will appreciate this. The next thing I sent was an RE3. What I didn't tell the podcast group chat was I got second.
Did you lose to the Enchanter board?
Was Enchanter board?
No, I think I lost to... well, it was also my fault because I got my Victor shrouded, but I lost to like tapped out Renata board.
Oh,
yeah, I'm just bad at Arcanists.
That one can be bad, yeah.
It's possible.
It's fine.
I mean, like RE3 is not
an
instant win con.
Yeah. It was my items were blue buff, Radiant Gunblade, and regular Gunblade. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
A thing happened.
How you been, Guubums? How you been doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I moved back into school, so I've been playing less TFT.
Oh, gotcha.
But I'm still streaming like a decent amount, I guess. I had a really fun game. I had 3-star 5 costs. Almost got a 4th.
Oh my
I was
God.
1 off the 4th one.
I saw that.
What?
I saw that. Yeah, they were like off
That was
Jace,
fun.
right? Like 1 off
Yeah,
Jace.
Oh my God.
It was like Silco, Galio, Zeri or something like that. Yeah.
So then, I mean, these days I don't really play too much. I'm pretty sure, like I alluded to this earlier, but tomorrow on the 44, we're going dead last. I don't know how to play. P-God doesn't know how to play. Soji doesn't know how to play. Or I mean, okay, I don't know if they don't know how to play, but they certainly don't play at all. So, and then all I do is I just fucking AFK until 5-2 and just go 9. And then if I can make a board, I'll win. If I don't make a board, I go dead 8th. So.
Wait, y'all actually have 2 fast 9ers. Oh God. Oh no.
Okay,
Oh, that's
great.
great. You know.
Yeah. Well, at that point, you start to have the other team gentlemen's to like everyone fast 9s, right? Like everyone's just like the whole game, like playing.
No, everybody just plays Yordles. 3-star, 3-star.
No,
everyone, everybody.
It's like gentlemaning. It's like pokey floats or something in Melee, right? Like everyone has fun. You all go 9. You all play 5 cost. Maybe someone's a 3-star Zeri. Who knows? It looks like you're back at school because you have like someone in chat's first time chat was Guubums in his prison. It's like the classic college brick behind.
Yeah, I don't know why my room specifically has the brick wall, but honestly, aside from the fact that like the back looks like a prison, it's actually not that bad, this room. But
Nice.
I mean, it's worse than our old place, and I mean, I'm like it's pretty spacious, so it's fine.
When did
Yeah,
you
you
move
take
in?
those.
I moved in last Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to be finishing school this year?
I graduate April 23, I think, something like
Okay, gotcha.
that, or
Very
like
well.
June 23 or whatever. May so I don't know, something along those lines. Who knows? Yeah.
Oh, so still like a year.
The Zoomer prodigy of TFT, essentially.
There's too many Zoomer prodigies, man.
Oh, I'm not even a real Zoomer. I'm a fake Zoomer.
No, there's some Zoomers, right? They're like some.
Yeah. There's some actual.
Like your Berts and your Spencers and your
No,
Sethos.
Bert's only a year younger than me. Bert and I graduated.
Oh, is he?
Setsuko's older. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, really? I thought you
PQA,
were all super young.
Mizaya only, also known as
How old is
yeah,
Jimmy?
that's
Does Jimmy even play anymore?
No, Jimmy
No,
doesn't.
I
I
don't
play
feel like I
anymore.
haven't seen Jimmy play in like a set and a half.
No, Jimmy
Oh,
doesn't really.
it's
I
probably been
think
2 sets.
Aw.
I thought I saw
He
something.
played like set 5. Sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was just saying. I thought I saw someone on ladder the other day that I assumed was them because they just had Zaya in their name, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
no,
was
I
just
think that's
Zaya.
like a-
Someone asked me the
yeah.
same thing. It's someone else, I think. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Quickly before we get into the TFT meat of the stuff, I don't know what that's supposed to be, meat of the stuff. But Guubums, if you want to quickly introduce yourself, just in case anyone somehow does not know who you are. Like you're back on the TFT.
Hello.
What's what you got going on?
Yeah, I'm Guubums. I stream TFT. I play TFT competitively. Yeah.
You
Nice.
got any party tricks?
No, I got
Yeah,
none.
any
I got
insane-
none.
None? Oh, really?
No.
My party trick?
All I do is I play TFT.
That's fair. My party trick is that I get really drunk. If there's anyone, so I might tell you a bit about my friend group in college, but there's always someone with a switch around, right? And so my party trick was that I'd make someone load into a game of Pokemon, like a VGC match online. I'd be really drunk and I'd call every single move the opponent would make, and that was my party trick. And like 2 people would appreciate it, and everyone else would just be like, "Why the fuck are you playing Pokemon at 2 a.m.?"
Not bad.
2 a.m. So yeah.
I don't have this party trick right now, but I will eventually. So I started voice training today. Holy shit. But
Oh.
I can't
Oh.
wait until like I have my voice trained up to be like high and feminine. Because so for people who don't know, estrogen does not raise trans femmes' voices. Like testosterone will drop the voice of trans masc people, but like once trans femmes like go through testosterone puberty, our voice is stuck down here. Like meds don't raise it. So my like I have to do voice training to get my voice to be higher. Once I get it to that point, I can still drop into the fucking basement. So I can't wait to have the party trick of having the like super high feminine voice and then just instant swap to the bass and back. It's, I know some other trans femme people who do that, and it's amazing. And kind of
You
not
scared the shit out of someone.
woo.
You scared some poor guy.
Yeah.
Huge.
Just wait until I like more or less pass and like my voice passes and then just drop. Fucking pull out the bass. Goddamn.
Okay, so we'll
Future
get
party
into
trick.
So yes. I think it would be a crime to have you on Guubums and not talk a little bit about Worlds, because as much as Guubums was very humble there in his I play TFT, I stream TFT self-introduction, he did just go 5th at Worlds, which is fucking crazy. Highest placing NA representative for this
Number
year.
1 ranked
I mean,
NA player.
Oh yeah. So he's got it all going on right now.
Oh, that was rigged.
So,
I voted for myself. It was rigged.
all right, but I think you have to vote for yourself at that point, right? Like, you can't not vote for yourself after the whole set 6.5 showing. No, I mean,
I thought so.
yeah, okay. No, I think you're very justified. So we'll keep the Worlds talk like a little brief because I think there's a lot going on right now. But how did you like it? Like was it what you thought it was? Did you think you prepped enough? I mean, just I guess because I'm there's a lot to talk about in regards to Worlds. Just like what was your experience? Like, did you enjoy the whole process? Do you think it was kind of a pain in the ass?
No, I think it was fun. I think like I was leading up to it, I was like really stressed, obviously, because like I wanted to do well. But since like there's no diff between like being first on day one versus being like whatever the cutoff was, I guess it'd be like around 16th and day one. Just like making it to the final day, I felt pretty happy with that. And then I think like on the final day, okay, really, I got fifth, but I tied for fourth. But realistically, I'm pretty sure there's no world where I don't actually get fourth unless like I threw it, and I think I did throw it. So it's like, to me, I think I placed about as high as I could get. I think I was really far away from third actually, honestly, and I don't think I was really given the kind of like the spot to really get the third. And I certainly wasn't given the spot to get the world championship win, at least with like in the 4 games that we had. So like, you know, overall I'm pretty happy with like how I did. I'm pretty happy with how I prepped. I think I could have done better, but in terms of like prepping better, but I don't think like, you know, it really ended up making any difference. I am a little bit upset with like the format, but I think like that's kind of like true for anyone who would probably have to participate in Worlds in some way. Like having the last day end on 4 games obviously leaves like a sour taste in my mouth, but I think overall it's like a really pleasant experience. I enjoyed like working hard towards like being better and what have you. So yeah, it was very fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. Speaking of working hard, what was the so we talked to Goose about this as well, and we got to ask you too. What did the prep look like for going into Worlds?
Oh, I mean, I would wake. Okay, so first and foremost, I actually had to switch the sleep schedule, and that was like one of the hardest things because I was waking up at probably around like 9 ish, like a bit earlier than 9 because I had to get in for work. And then once work ended, I was able to start swapping it earlier and earlier. And then by the time Worlds rolled around, which was like I guess 2 weeks after, I had gotten into like a pretty reasonable time. But yeah, I just wake up like in the early AM hours, which is like 3 a.m. I guess. And then I guess the preparation going into that was just like making sure I can sleep at like 6 p.m. or like 7 p.m. And that was really, really hard actually. So I wasn't getting the best sleep kind of like leading up to it just because like I wasn't always able to fall asleep. And just the way I am is that even when I do fall asleep, I just wake up after a certain amount of time. Like I don't ever sleep like 8 hours, and I struggle to like fall back asleep as well. So like that was probably like the biggest thing was just switching the sleep schedules. But beyond that, I would just wake up whenever I could wake up, play the early morning scrims that were organized by Iceloom, if you know who that is, and then like Iceloom and Tanner and some other like organizers around the world. Yeah, so those were really helpful just doing the scrims, and then I would just stream until I guess the scrims were over. I pretty much refrained from playing ladder after a certain point. Like I did play for a bit, but like if you just saw the quality of ladder at that time, like it just wasn't it. So I just decided if it's gonna be ladder, I'd rather just not play. And then yeah, I do like VOD reviews off stream. I think honestly, like I said, I did a lot of VOD reviews, and I kind of did, but I still think I could have done more. But that being said, like I didn't feel like I was learning all that much from VOD reviews after a certain point. And maybe that was like because I wasn't watching the right players, but yeah. I pretty much I think I learned what I needed to do to learn, but there was always like, yeah, I probably could have done better, but I just don't think at the end of the day it made any difference on the final day. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that the final day there's this one point. I was in Ramblin's like stream, and we were all talking about it, right? All watching, and there's just one part where I think Bryce mentioned this. I'm talking about no, which we'll talk about in a second, but where like you scout, and you see that they hit the bodyguard, and your face just like it falls. Like,
yeah, it was
so,
yeah.
Yeah, it was that final day was rough for sure. Do you think that the final day was like? Do you think the final day was indicative of like actual like levels of like regions in TFT? Like, do you think China's that much better than NA, et cetera, or do you think it was just like? I mean, obviously there's a lot of high rolling going on to be able to win a tournament in 4 days, no matter what. In 4 ranked games, you're going to be high rolling, right? But how do you think that is of like region gap?
Okay, so I think the Chinese, like China is the best region. I don't think that's really like disputable. I think, but what it is like I don't even think they necessarily have the best player in the world. I think like they have like among some of the best, top 5 players in the world. But I think like the strength of the region comes from being like even if let's say hypothetically that they don't have the best player in the world, they might occupy like 90% of slots from like 3 to 15. Right. So then when you have like a region that's like that has like so many quality players, you're going to have like the competition is just going to overall be higher. And I think like in NA, like we have a couple really, really good players, and we have like a lot of really good players. I mean, you two are amongst them, Appies and RamKev. But like you'll notice that like there's a significant drop off after certain. Sorry, Jirachy. I mean, you don't compete anymore.
I'm fully aware. No. I know. It's a bit. I know.
But yeah, like we know like there's like a pretty significant drop off after like a certain point, and even like I know like there's a lot of kind of like prestige given to regionals players, and I think they deserve it. But that being said, I don't think even like in regionals, like I don't think like every player is you know, of the same skill level. And certainly even if they were on similar skill levels at like various points, I think like there's no way for like 30 or 25 players to have like that, say, like to keep that level of skill like going into regionals, right? Because like sometimes like on certain patches, like some players obviously can be better than others, but it's just like I feel like in China there's just always going to be like a group of players, and it doesn't have to be the same group of players, but like they just have so many more players than us, I guess, like at that level, that there's always going to be like 10 players that are always like roughly top 10 in the world, and I think like that's what kind of like makes them really strong. That being said, I do think NA is the second best region at the very worst, probably. I know KR got like 3-4, but honestly, I think Dudu is like probably like a top 10 player in the world like pretty easily, but he does have a couple weaknesses, and then I don't think Wuzhou is a top 10 player, to be honest. I'm not sure. I wouldn't even say Dudu is probably better than me, but I mean, I don't know. I think KR is good. I think EU's honestly struggling a bit. I watched the regionals. I've been pretty vocal about this. I don't think they're the best, but yeah. The thing is, we're getting a shit on this weekend, so that's a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, strong words before the inevitable.
God.
4 fun tourney. I mean, there are 4 fun regions. They'll win the 4 fun tourney.
Since now it's official that like I'm casting, if I have to fucking cast EU beating us, I will murder all of you.
Oh, for sure you will. I mean, I don't know about that, dude, but for sure, like, yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, right? Is that it's gonna be like 2-1, and some EU motherfucker's gonna pop up like a Frozen Heart Echo, and I'm just gonna say, all right, I'm selling board, I'm making money, I'm going 9, and that's just gonna be how it goes, right?
Agreed.
I mean,
and I'm playing 5 socialite Cho'Gath. You know, like, you know, sometimes it is what it is. Unlucky.
I feel like, you know what I played today? I played a game where my board was literally, it was reroll Camille, Caitlyn, Ezreal. I was rerolling Jarvan for a bit until I just sold him and like decided to fuck it up playing Jarvan.
Wait,
it was actually super good. But it was like the stupidest fucking board of all time.
I had to play against this nightmare board the other day. It was like 6 Scholar Caitlyn 3 with double trouble. Oh. And it's fucking like there were 2 Caitlyn's and they were all perma ulting and they killed every single thing on my board, and like it was the worst experience of my entire life, man.
That game's kind of broken. We'll get to there though. We'll talk about the patch of the meta a little bit. The final last little Worlds question I have for you is, how did you feel about the meta at Worlds?
Okay, so I talked with Kent. I've talked with like every player from like every region. I talked to like obviously our reps. I talked to Mort. I'm pretty sure it's like really widely agreed upon that it really just didn't make sense that they didn't B-patch Sivir. And probably Darkstar. Oh, by the way, I only got 1 Darkstar game in all of Worlds, and I didn't play Darkstars. And the entire lobby played Darkstars, and I went 3rd. This was the 3rd game of the final day. I played fucking Hodge JG Jin. Hey, fuck that game. Anyways,
I was trying to make the Chinese players hit Kaisa on 7 with 50.
Yeah, he was going guaranteed first. So like, I think I could have cheesed the second, but I also missed. I didn't put on a Zephyr on the fight that I died. But honestly, I don't really think I was stronger. So, but either way, that was a misplay. But anyways, yeah. So I got lucky enough not to get any Darkstars, but obviously, like to me, it just felt like they should have nerfed Sivir and nerfed Darkstars on the B patch. And the thing is, they knew it was broken. They just didn't. I think they didn't want there to be like, you know how like people complain about, oh, there's like a patch right before Worlds type of stuff. I think they just wanted to avoid that. But the thing is, everybody and their moms knew Sivir and Darkstars were like beyond broken. So then what happened at Worlds is that, okay, and you know the worst part to me is that like, okay, I actually think the patch was excellent outside of Sivir, and Darkstar is like a minor thing to me because like I think like with mutants being 1 in 7, like realistically you play 18 games, so you're expected to see like what 2.5. That's like whatever, right? Like it ruins 2.5 of the games you're expected to see. So like for as a player, right? Obviously spectators are watching more games potentially, but anyways, so like to me I didn't see that. Yeah, like, I didn't see the Darkstars as like a huge problem. Actually, honestly, Darkstars is really fun, and I still found it fun to play. Yeah, no worries. But like, and then I thought Sivir should have been nerfed, and like I think everybody thought Sivir should be nerfed. So, but outside of Sivir, like it was a really, really great meta. But the thing like I wanted to say was like I disliked that on the final day. It just so happens that Sivir didn't win any of the 4 games. So then like people, or honestly even like more in a way like, and this upsets me a little bit. Like more will say like, oh, the meta's great because Sivir did. But then you look at the lobbies. One of the lobby was like 2 to 5 is like 3 Sivirs. Another lobby was like 2 to 5, 3 Sivers. 2 of the lobbies didn't have that. I think one lobby actually had no Sivir at all. But then it's like the problem with Sivir wasn't that she was winning every single game. It was that she was so like widely represented in these top 4s, right? And like she was so popular. She was so easy to play. She was like the conditions to play her were so low. She just outperforms all the other 4 costs because you only need 1 star. I don't know. She was like problematic, right? So I don't think like the end game lobbies or like the end game, like the winner of the lobbies is exactly indicative of how good or bad the meta was. That being said, I think the meta was completely fine outside of what is that? What the fuck? Sorry, well, I don't know if that was coming from you guys or me.
Motorcycle going by somewhere.
I feel like
somebody's.
Oh, was that? It might have been
through my
somebody in this
so
street
it's
next
not
to me.
Philly.
Yeah, no, I think it was me. I'm just used to it now, but I just moved, and for some reason, this street next to me it's like a fucking racetrack. It's like there's a 4-way intersection, like literally 2 feet in front of my house, and people just zoom through it at night. It makes no sense. Yeah, sorry, that was me. Yeah. It seemed like Sivir was just. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So like the last apartment I was in, like it was right next to a pretty busy street corner. So like at least once a day I would hear a siren, and a siren popped up during Challenger series actually. Like I'm in the middle of a cast and just a siren goes off. I was like, please, dear God, tell me that Stream didn't hear that. Stream heard it. So
I mean,
that was happening at the last.
Especially with remote.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, you can't avoid it. We don't have soundproof walls where you know.
But I have not heard a single siren in this new place, and I'm still in Philly.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we take those.
That's it.
I see. Yep. I'm so confused as to why it happens here because it's like a residential-ish area, right? Like there's not like a main street next to me. It's like just houses around here, and there's no way to go fast without running a red light, and people are constantly just fucking zooming down the street. So like I don't know. It's a little bit of a shit show, but yeah, no. Darkstar and Sivir in particular, like she was just super consistent, right? Like you said, very easy to play, like very straightforward, and there's so many Sivir. I don't know how everyone happened to have like I feel like everyone I saw playing Sivir was always like 2 Zeeks. Like Last Whisper, like Frozen Heart, Echo every time. I don't know.
No, because the only thing you need is Lost Whisper. They use every component after Lost Whisper, so.
Yeah. Well, I just think I saw like a billion Zeeks, which like I don't even know how they get that many swords and belts. Which I don't know. Yeah. But no, super. Yeah, she uses every component well. So like even cloaks are super good, right? Because you make Runans, QSS,
Runans, QSS, yeah,
etc.
Plus that comp of like
the
units are all the same, right? It's just like Braum, Blitz, 4 Scrap, 4 Striker. Boom, done.
Yeah. You don't think a single time. It's like, okay, and then you replace your Ezreal with a Jinx. It's like, you know?
Wait, what if I were to put a 5 cost where this one... No.
Yeah, like where there's one
it's
cost.
fucking baby's first 4 cost. I don't know. Yeah, it was a little crazy. But speaking of patches, we can talk a little bit about the patch that's happening right now. So it's the 4 fun patch, right? This patch, next patch, they introduced some new things. If you look at the patch notes, actually, there's always this graphic that accompanies patches where it's like buff this, nerf this. There's like one thing on the nerf list and like 25 different things on the buff list because they just went kind of fucking crazy. Like half of the 4 fun was that they just buffed a bunch of random stuff like Poppy 3. They buffed Camille, and Camille feels like a beast. Like all these random units basically, and then the other part of that was except for Warwick, but we'll get to that. Kevin will get to that.
Oh, I'm gonna go on a massive rant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that they added eggs. So the next set is called Dragonlands. Like, dragons lay eggs apparently. So every game there's an egg that spawns in everyone's bench and it hatches after like a certain number of turns and you get a tome and some crazy shit every now and then. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Basically it's like a stimmy that everyone gets at the same time kind of deal. It's not like I wouldn't say it's like even close to the most fun thing they've done, like the bunch of Lucky Lanterns or like Big Bang Galaxy or anything, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it spices up the game a little bit. The problem is that because everyone gets a tome, like the amount of 7 innovator and like crazy mutant boards, and it's just I've seen 8 bodyguard more, like a lot more recently than I'm used to. How do we like it though? I mean, I'm having fun more or less. Yeah, well, Jirachy was saying that Talon's actually. Do you wanna?
Talon's so good. I'm as much as we should not put that much stock into meta TFT. Talon is the best performing comp on meta TFT right now.
Oh shit!
Not bad.
Well, that's because does it do well into the enchanter thing?
Actually, yeah. As long as because it does true damage. So
I think the enchanter thing
it ignores
it's like
DMR.
too, though, right?
Yeah,
That's
but
fair.
like you kill stuff fast enough. Yeah, like I mean, Talon doesn't kill things super fast, but as long as you can kill like the Senna and the Orianna pretty quickly, then you're actually chilling.
Yeah, I guess you're getting on them first, right? Before you, because like the thing is, like today, for example, for everyone who's talking about, there's this new comp that's come up, which is it's just like you position like a bot and just put everything in a circle, and then like put a Lulu with 18 redemptions in the middle of it.
Triforce
and you just
2.0.
like. Yeah, you say fuck it, and you just hope it works out. But basically, you have like a Morgana with some tank items in front, and then the Lulu just like keeps healing her, and she keeps getting shields, and it's just this like this whole shit show. I don't think it's amazing, but we'll talk about it. But yeah, so Talon actually I can see doing well because like, he ignores the Morgana, right? And he just kind of like starts hitting the back line. Like Senna's the damage for the most part. Like an Ari can be the damage as well. So you kill that, and then yeah, I can see it.
I feel like he's better in general this patch because like there's so many like crazy front lines running around, and he just jumps over them and just kills the back line. So
yeah, I can see it.
Just nothing matters. You kill the carries, and then the rest of the fight's just over.
I've been seeing this comp a lot, right? And so I am a firm believer that positioning like that is always wrong. So I think Enchanter's really good. Actually, Dish Soap has been in my chat a pretty decent hour recently. He's been talking about it a bit, and like he thinks that Enchanter's really good, and I agree. But that the like full clump build a bunch of redemptions and position like a bot version of Enchanter's is not very good. And I will say that I wasn't sure to think at first, and then I played a game of Syndra into it yesterday, and I was telling this before the podcast, so I don't think I've ever seen someone have less fun in the game of TFT than this Enchanter Clump player playing against my chosen Syndra 3, because the whole board just couldn't play the fucking game the entire time. It was the most obnoxious looking thing I've ever seen. And then I think it was just us towards the end of the game. They just refused to unclump. And so every single round, the whole board is getting fucking blown up. Or like, it was like death by 1,000 cuts kind of, because she wasn't doing a ton of damage. It's just like they're all spending 2.5 seconds knocked up every 2.5 seconds. So it was just the stupidest shit I've ever seen, basically. Yeah, how do you feel about that? I don't know if you've seen it much, the Enchanter comp.
Oh, I think it's so annoying, to be honest, to play against. Because like it's one of those comps like the old like Terra garbage in set 6 where like you fight them at the wrong turn and you just take 90 and you literally can't kill a single unit.
You can't kill a single unit.
Yeah. It's like
so I think it's like anti-fun, but like but I think like I've seldom seen them win any lobbies, honestly. But I see like they pretty much, if you get it online early enough and you can like scale with stuff, then you. I mean, you should probably find a way to like actually cap out your board, but I know most people in NA, especially the people currently playing ladder, will probably just like keep the same board and just start re-rolling for everything when you could probably just get some 5 costs. I think like it's probably like a good core to play. I saw some people like really, really streak with it. Like I saw Becca 100 HP win. Someone almost 100 HP won against me. They had 100 HP left, but I had 1 life, and I managed to snag the win with a Galio 3.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, I had 3 item Kha'Zix, 3 item Ari, and Synaptic Mune, so I was chilling. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Like
I
saw
like,
some crazy stuff with that comp.
The one unit that gets completely rolled by that comp, regardless of how you play it, is Kai'Sa, because it gets like absolutely destroyed by like.
You have to have a really, really strong board. Yeah. I think at the end, like Kaisa starts killing everything, but like that's like at the really end, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because like every other unit gets rolled over and like their entire team is full health still because like Kaisa is just tickling.
And
Zeri doesn't do the best.
Too, that little chip damage from it, so it's harder to like deny them full HP by the end of the fight. So you get to overtime, you're like, oh god, Kaisa, please, just like fucking kill everyone in one ult because it's overtime. I know Kevin was talking about Orianna in that comp. So Orianna got a huge buff to preface this. She's 90 mana now, and her numbers actually got better as well. Like her damage and her shielding got better. Yeah, and she went from 130 to 90.
Buffed Orianna. I don't know why they buffed her that much.
It's like a what if situation. Yeah, it feels like we're in like an alternate universe. Like, what if we just made Orianna like the most broken unit of the game all set, and they just sent it, and here we are. But yeah, I guess so. Kevin, you want to talk about like Orianna in that comp?
Oh yeah, so here's the reasoning for the clump, right? It's because when you stack the redemptions like that, when you clump it like that, you get the full value from the heal. So basically, Orianna is guaranteed to ult the clump because everything's there, and she aims for like the biggest clump of units. And if your entire freaking team is just a circle, she's gonna ult the circle and nobody else, right? So you get the full shield on your entire team. Plus, in addition to that, you get this redemption heal. So like everybody's like half health. Then the Orianna shield comes through, and like nobody's gonna die. And then the redemption heal comes through, and everybody's back to full health. And so like that's the basic idea behind it. I had a game today. Triple redemption Lulu 3 is the one where somebody in my game told me to kill myself. But like I went first. The first time I went first with that comp, and it was it was pretty hype. I gotta say. I also got like I'm pretty sure I had 5 enchanter that game, and the triple redemption heal. It just healed full every time through anything.
Yeah,
like,
it's just full heal.
Legit everything. It's full heal.
Yeah, because enchanter affects redemption.
Yeah.
I can see it being like fucking crazy with Ardent Sensor, I guess. Like that position must be absolutely insane with Ardent Sensor because your whole team is just like 5.0 by the end of the fight.
Oh,
and like no one's dying.
Oh god.
Yeah, and everybody gets a stack of Ardent Sensor, right? It's like it's pretty nuts.
Except for poor little Lulu until Ori ults her. Poor little Lulu doesn't get anything.
Oh yeah.
She redemptions the whole team. Just pissed.
Yeah.
I feel like Lulu 3. Lulu 3 often feels like Silco, but they don't blow up. You know what I mean? Like obviously they don't get the CC immunity. But like by the time you get Lulu 3, she's giving them like a lot of units she actually gives more HP than a Silco will. Like a Silco 1 for sure, and like a Silco 2 occasionally. And then like they knock, like they CC around them, and they get CC, but they don't just like fucking die after 6 seconds, which feels pretty good. So it's like you have like this Walmart Silco in the middle of your board, just like Silco ulting everyone over and over and over again, but they're just not dying because of it. I don't think I saw someone run Silco in that board, and they totally fucking played themselves. Because their whole team just blew up. Yeah, no, it was awful. I think
you know what I saw actually. But... I played against this board the other day, and I was making fun of it at first. It was 7 mutant Silco with Synaptic. It was Synaptic.
Oh, I love doing that.
This Silco just ults the entire fucking team, and it just kills everybody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I was playing this board the other day where...
I was like, oh yeah, you're killing your whole team, and then my entire team is dead. I'm like, what the hell happened?
It's really good. I'm not even kidding.
Anything can explode.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Yeah, it was super good. I was playing a board where it was like I was playing some kind of Arcanist board, I think. It was like 8 Arcanists with like a Jinx or something, or 6 Arcanists with a Jinx, right? And I had Radiant Blue Battery, but the other team was like this Jinx Galio board, and like Jinx Galio Braum, Ori, all this shit that just like super CC'd me, right? And so I put Blue Puff on my Silco, and it's like I had Verdant Veil, because he just ulted my entire fucking team at the beginning of the fight, and no one could touch him. It was great. Like, Victor always casts, he one-shot the whole board. It was perfect. Yeah, Silco doesn't auto. He doesn't auto between ults when he's, like with Synaptic Web, with Synaptic or with Blue Buff, Blue Battery, he just goes, no autos at all. It's pretty fucking crazy, actually. Exciting tech.
I've always been a big fan of Blue Buff Silco, so I do. I
It's
pull
so
that
good.
shit every chance I get. Yeah. Like you would think
Yeah.
it kills your entire team, but most of the time it's the entire enemy team that's getting killed. Is
Yeah,
what I mean.
yeah.
That's in my
fights are so
experience.
quick. Yeah, for sure. Like fights are so quick, anyways. That like, I mean, I was playing like a 6 challenger board with. I was playing blue buff Silco, who had another Silco in his mastermind, who was then masterminding my Draven and shit. So I had like nice edge. And I didn't have a QSS, so I had like these 2 Silcos just basically my whole team QSS.
It's that meme of like the person sitting in a church with someone pointing a gun at the back of their head, and then someone else pointing a gun at the back of their head, and then someone upstairs with a rifle.
Yeah. No, so like at the start,
That
like,
meme, but
it was
still
one
goes.
auto. It was one auto, then both Silcos ulted, and they just kept. Yeah, it was great. Really fun time. Copium. Yeah, I'm having fun with the patch though. I think the spat stuff get a little crazy. Kevin, you wanna? So they preemptively nerfed some stuff.
Oh yeah,
They
okay.
nerfed
I need to
Dragon.
talk about this.
Yeah,
I need to
take
talk
the
about
reins,
this
take
so
the reins.
bad. Okay, so like if you read the patch notes, you know one. You know the graphic didn't show this. They didn't show this in the nerfs. There's like 1 or 2 nerfs. What they didn't show is that they nerfed Warwick. They nerfed Warwick healing, right? And the patch notes said this. It says like we're gonna preemptively nerf Warwick because he's dependent on his trades and on spats, and since everybody gets this egg, let's just nerf Warwick. And like, okay, if you haven't been paying attention to like the statistics, Warwick is like the worst 2-cost in the game. It goes Quinn, which because people are dying with their Merc units, and it goes Corky because people are fucking dying with the Yorl boards, and it goes Warwick because if you put a fucking Warwick on your board, you're gonna go 8th, right? So like, and they were like, oh yeah, dude, Warwick is the comp, man. Warwick is the comp where if we let Warwick get a spat, no, we can't let this happen. We gotta put him down before he comes back up again. And then you have these lobbies where like any comp that uses the spat, well, Syndicate, you get Enchanter spat. If you get Innovator, you get Innovator Dragon.
Enchanter spat
you can
doesn't
get
exist, actually.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh,
no.
We'll
No.
skip that.
Imagine Enchanter spats
fucking
everything.
mutant
Oh, God.
for like 6 out of 7 mutants. Like there are all of these broken spats that you can get for all of these comps that are like way, way better than Warwick. And they're like, no. Let's
what the best
nerf
performing 2-cost
Warwick.
is right now?
It's probably Talon.
It's Talon.
But like, I'm just like, I'm out here. I was like, what? I'm not a fan of Warwick reroll by any means. Like, I don't think Warwick is healthy. I think if Warwick is strong, it's not great. But like, why are we saying these things? Why are we saying we have to preemptively nerf? Like, this is the worst unit in the game, and we're just gonna nerf him again. Fuck it. Oh man, I played a game of Warwick yesterday, and it was so sad, man. Just okay. If you want to play Warwick, here's what you fucking do: put items on Warwick, and then the moment you hit Tryndamere 1, sell that piece of shit and put the items on Tryndamere, and you're good to go. Boom. That's how you play Warwick, baby.
I made a Warwick 2. I made a Warwick 2 on like 2-2 the other day because I had like 3 Warwicks and I was like, oh, this can't be bad. And like I couldn't kill a Poppy too. Like I just couldn't fucking go through the Poppy too. Yeah. No, it's like it's bad. Well, like they took him out back a couple weeks ago, right? And like, yeah, they just put one in. He's
They
little,
keep taking
like,
the
no,
fucking
no,
dog
it's
out
not
back.
It's not enough.
yeah, no,
man.
they took him out back, and then they went out back again. And they just said, fuck it, like just in case that wasn't enough, like the one on the head wasn't enough, we'll just put one more. You never know.
You never know if he could come back.
Poor Warwick. Yeah, I feel like besides that, I feel like the Ori buff has actually been the craziest thing. Not like anyone's super hard sweating the game right now, so it's hard to tell like what the meta, like I guess would be in like everyone's super sweating. Like there's like a big tournament or something. It's hard to see what the meta would be, but I feel like Ori's been very centralizing. That like everyone's playing Jin Ori on like every board because she's just so good. She's like on the Enchanter board.
Oh, and 4 Clockwork's just good if you get like the spot.
Yeah.
If you get the tome.
And with Draven being like super buff, you always have like a great carry now. Like, he went
Yeah,
from 75 base AD at 1 star to 90, which was
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
I don't-
Oh, yeah,
That's like one of the only things I actually saw from the patch notes. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, no, he's like a truck now. It's like a fucking truck. It's I mean, he needed a buff. I think. I think he just needed a buff fix to not drop his axes randomly. But I mean, the 15 AD ends up being it's 15 AD at 1 star, right? But that's like a lot more AD at 2, and then God forbid 3 star.
It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, to put it into perspective, right? Like, if you look at, and the meta TFT stats are like sort of skewed. I think apparently they're not perfect, but like, I think this is the first time that I've seen a forecast in like the S tier, where they like tier all of the champions. It's like Orianna, who's performing better than Victor, Kai'Sa, Jinx, and Tahm Kench.
Oh shit!
No, that's
She's so good now.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Why
Yeah,
is
that's-
Nocturne higher performing than Tahm Kench right now?
Oh, that's because TK is a
Yeah.
fake unit. That guy has
Yeah,
sucked
he is so
for
big.
so long.
I mean, it's not the Tahm Kench I'm worried about. It's why does Nocturne?
I mean,
What?
Nocturne has always been like you play Nocturne
like a
when you're
synergy
playing
bar,
either
right?
Stins or you're playing like Hextech, and like if
yeah,
you're
you
playing
you would only ever
16
play
Hex
Hextech if it was good, or if you had 8.
Mhm.
And if you have 8, like chances are you're probably gonna do okay with it.
It's one of those.
So not
it's like
just-
this. It's like a Zir. I remember Zir's win rate was like his stats were super bad, but it was just because everyone like if they have no front line in set 4, like they just throw in a Zir and say, hey, "This is all right," and then they just will die. Like that's why like Zir wasn't a bad unit. It's just like that was probably my favorite example of like stat stuff because I think his stats were like super fucking bad actually, but like he's like one of the best units in the game.
Veigar being the best unit by far for like the entirety of set 6 and 6.5, and you're like, oh yeah, Yordles must be broken, and you're like, oh wait, no, it's just if you hit Veigar, and you have the board to hit Veigar, then you probably win the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else is really being played right now. There's no like, okay, I feel like there's no real 1-cost reroll or anything going on right now, even with all the 1-cost buffs. But Camille feels like a fucking beast. I said it like a little bit ago, but that unit is insane right now. Her numbers just went up all around, and it's so fucking hard to kill her. I was running like Bramble, Rabadon's Camille 3, and she was 1v10ing the Enchanter board in one of my games. She just like ult the entire board at once, and it was like she couldn't die. And she just half health all of them before they inevitably healed the full. But you could dream a little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
Caitlyn
and,
reroll probably gonna come out of the woodwork.
Oh
They,
yeah,
like,
like,
buffed her again.
She's good. She is so fucking. Did they buff her?
Kind of cracked.
They buffed.
Wait,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
buffed
they
her?
buffed her
She was
again.
already pretty OP.
Yeah, they buffed her again.
Yeah,
I was
so
so
good.
confused about that buff. Like she was already so good last patch. Like you run a Caitlyn.
I'm gonna slip this. I'm gonna slip this in there.
anything?
You buffed Caitlyn, but you nerf Warwick.
I feel like it's crazy
This
that
patch
I'd rather play.
confuses me, but it's whatever.
I feel like I'd rather play a Caitlyn 2 over an MF2 in any situation on like a Jhin board. Like maybe if I really, really want anti-heal, but like Caitlyn just says, "Fuck, I'm gonna kill a unit." I don't know. Like when she ults, like a unit dies, and if they happen to like if Fire Energy goes in the way where like it just ults their carry, they just like they instantly lose. It's so bad. Yeah, no, she's really good. She's super good, and like Caitlyn 3 does so much. I feel like she's super easy to play on any reroll board. I literally just play no synergy Caitlyn 3 on this like stupid reroll innovator board, and like she was doing more work than everyone else combined. It was gross. Like she gets a little bit front line, and she just one shots everything if she has enough time. So, yep.
And they added a 5 enforcer buff, which is like plus 80% attack speed to all of your enforcer units. So if you feel like having fun, 5 enforcer.
They need to bring Enforcer Crown back. It'd actually be good.
I'm down.
That would be pretty
that
good,
was the
yeah.
thing, wasn't it? That'd be actually
Well, it's a
not
soul,
bad
but
at all.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because you still like get Enforcer spat on literally anyone, I guess. I mean, the attack speed feels. I guess the attack is not bad for Levi instead, just because you have units that use the attack speed in the back, and like they don't really give a shit for like their front line for the units. I don't know. It's fine. I guess. I don't know. It feels like a little random.
I guess.
5 Enforcers just like. 5 Enforcers just like, yeah, like fucking Vi wants to punch faster. Like, why not, man? What you got against punching faster?
Five enforcers should just remove the unit that you enforce from the game. You
Oh,
know, put
Phantom?
them in jail.
Not
Yeah,
just from the
exactly, just
fight.
make it
Like literally, it removes from the opponent's board, and they don't get it back for the rest of the game. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, it just feels
but-
weird that like 5 Enforcer, right? Like, if you played 5-3, you would never play 5 Enforcer. Maybe they're shoving the game down your throat, but like I don't know. If you're carrying Vi, like why the fuck would you ever want Vi? It feels weird that 5 Enforcer doesn't benefit like half the units that, like you know, half the Enforcer units. Like, they don't give a shit about it.
Yeah, that's true.
But
You know,
it's
if
cool
Fiora
synergy.
was still in the game, though, you know, she'd be popping up. She'd be having a field day.
Oh, yeah.
You stick an enforcer spat on Yone as well, go to town. But those units don't exist anymore. We're stuck with Sidwadi. Sad.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of old forecasts, I played a game of Felios Draven today. It was like Rageblade, Deathblade, BT. It was super bad until I 3-star Leona, and 3-star Leona actually. And like the current state of the game, 3-star Leona feels so good. If you have a BT on a Draven, like that shit just stays in front forever. It's kind of insane, to be honest. It's not, although it's actually I was playing like 6 quad ER Draven, so that was that was something. She wasn't the only thing giving me front line. Yeah, so eggs were the biggest thing this patch. I'm trying to like think of the pivot. I mean, we're talking about set 7. Eggs are the biggest thing in the patch. Eggs
and
set
dragons
7,
lay eggs.
Dragons, going back to dragons lay eggs, exactly. What are we most hyped about? I mean, I'll tell you what I'm most hyped about. It's the Yasuo little legend. Like by far, I don't give a shit how the game changes. I just want that little legend. So that's my hot take.
Oh, I'm excited for the set to look good again. Like set 5 and set 6 don't look good. Set 4 was beautiful. Set 3 was actually really good, I'd say, as well. And set 1 looked like garbage. But I'm pretty sure set 7 is going to be beautiful again. So I'm really excited for that. It looks like they're actually using like proper skin lines. Yeah, like in the current, I don't know how much you guys play League, but in the current set, it's literally just all base skins because I think they're doing something for Arcane, which I like in many ways actually makes a lot of sense. But and then they did like, and then there's just like Chemtech and all those units look complete garbage, and then oh my god, and then like clock and shit, everyone's just
like
base
dark
skin.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's the
I'm down
saddest thing.
because I think it's still gonna be color coded, right? But like I'm down
Yeah,
for not to
for
just
sure.
be like the most boring like yellow, blue, red units, you know, like from set 5. Like this set's like these cool ass green units. These I don't know. I'm
like
excited for
Barf.
it to be like the units to like these these like booger green units. Let's reroll those ones. Or there's like
A-bomb, Cam.
Forgotten.
yeah.
Oh.
There's like fucking toxic green and deboner, and then there's snot green. Like really
And then there's A-bomb
unhealthy
green,
snot
and
green.
there's dead green, you know, ghost green. Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Wait, what are the other color codes for this set? I'm trying to think.
I mean, it's like
Is there a
silverish
red line
for
of
clockwork. Red line.
There's no red unit, like red set of units in this set, are there? 'Cause
Uh,
there's definitely red units next set, which I'm excited. I'm excited for the comeback of red units.
I actually don't think, besides like, nobody. I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe like Academy from set 6.
No. Oh, Academy was the
Kinda.
only thing that looked good, and they just removed all of them.
Yeah. Said fuck that. We need more green and put it in debonair.
Like, yeah, Academy was like the rainbow, like the light blue, the pinks,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
goodbye. Here's another green.
See you. We're gonna make our green units more green so that you can differentiate between this set of green units and the other green unit. And you
I
get
guess
brown
Hex
for
Hex
birds.
like silvery blue. Yeah.
Oh,
well,
actually,
blue.
Hextech looks okay.
Blue.
Hextech look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
it's like
Silver
a-
is
like
a
a-
cool looking unit aesthetically.
Mhm.
Like as far as forecast series go, I don't know. They're not terrible, but all the base skins are definitely kind of edge. I'm also excited for the aesthetic updates. I'm glad augments are staying. I'm actually very glad about that.
Yeah, me as well.
I feel like
Any
now
hot
that
takes?
they figured out all these like they can change the augments so like how the conditions for you getting offered them is so much more specific. Like augment balance feels so much better even though there are a ton more augments, I think that was my concern. I think a lot of people's concern was seeing all these new augments. Like, how the fuck are you going to balance these? But augment balance actually feels okay now. Like, even with all these augments, I don't know. It's obvious, it's not perfect, but it's not like bad. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like we gotta.
Sometimes it feels bad, but
wait.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make like big.
It's not okay. It's not great. It's not great, but it's better than set 6.0.
I don't know. I was a little worried that 1 augment. Oh yeah, no, 6.5 augments I think they feel pretty good. There's in terms of like new augments, there was that one they showed, which was you can roll as much gold as you want this turn. That you can roll across the gold this turn.
It literally made for me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so ready.
I think Spencer's just rank 1 though. I can't imagine a world where he doesn't hit a 3-star 4 cost every time he sees that augment. He can hit a 3-star 4 cost on 6, I bet. Fast heroes, I don't fucking know. That augment seems a little sus, but I mean, I'm excited. They have some cool ones. We saw Jinx was in the set again. She was listed on augment. Yone and Yasuo. Yone for sure, and they can't have Yone without Yasuo, so.
I have a very important question. Did they bring back Udyr? Is that like, because he was a dragon unit, in set 5, so like.
Oh, he actually was.
Is Udyr back?
He's a 10 cost. He's one of the 10 costs. Yeah, no, it's like his spirit, like ultimate. What is that ultimate skin thing called? The one where he changes, like, Spirit Guard Udyr. He's a 10 cost.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any dragon.
No, trust. He's definitely a 10 cost.
Wait, okay, I'm getting trolled. I'm getting hard fucking trolled. Oh no, man!
He comes in with 3. No, he comes with 3 built-in RFCs.
Oh please! Just tell me Udyr is back, man.
No, I think Udyr is okay. I hope they just bring back all the iconic units, and then I don't know, make them a little less garbage, except for Heimer, maybe. Because Heimer was good.
Wait, I was so confused. Wait, what was the Udyr skin that they used? Dragon Oracle Udyr. Wait, that has dragon in the name. What?
Oh, so he was draconic. Like they're definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know what? They're bringing him back for sure. He's gonna be a reprint of the 1 cost, and I'm about to one trick that shit into probably bronze. I think bronze will be a good. A good stopping point.
Like Robin trying to play Time Flies.
Dude,
yeah.
Oh, dude, that was so bad.
It got so fucking bad. I played a game today where I started Radiant Blue, and I was like, I started Radiant Blue, and I saw it, I had like a double Zillion shop, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, it's time. And like, not that Radiant Blue is worse than Shojin probably on Zillion. I think it's the same amount of auto as Shojin. And I played 2 rounds of it, and I was like, holy shit. I need to pivot out of this right now or I'm going 8. And just fucked my entire game.
Like, Robin was in one of my games playing Time Flies on his main account. And I was in that game re-rolling Udyr. And I was like, telling my chat, I was like,
wait, you're doing Udyr?
Yeah, no, not Udyr. Warwick. My bad.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to go 7th and Robin is going to go 8. Because both of these comps are complete garbage, and we proceeded to go 7th and 8th. So,
the Dragon Oracle,
the
Dragon Oracle RamKev, new skin. There's also that augment. Someone in the chat mentioned there's an augment where it's like you can spend money or you spend HP to level instead of money to level. And someone in my chat was talking about how.
Oh, I'm fast.
Yeah, no, that's a real augment. Yeah, no, someone said.
I would just fucking send it straight to 1 HP immediately.
Yeah. No, the play is, right? The play is, if you and someone else in the lobby have it, you both level to your 1 HP and just play chicken.
Yeah.
Play chicken on stage 2. Someone's just dead on stage 2 every time.
Bruh.
No, that augment's gonna be so fun. I mean, how much HP would it be to get to 8 on It wouldn't be that much HP to get to 8.
It would be 80.
Or 80?
Oh, was it 99?
80 HP.
Like it'd be 90 to get from 6 to 8 is kind of like So yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, how do you do that?
If it's 1-to-1, that's if it's 1-to-1.
No, it was 3 HP for 4 XP. Yeah, it's
so
3
slightly
HP for
better.
4 XP. Yeah, it's slightly better.
I'm going fast 9 then.
Oh,
Wait, can you turn it off?
I think someone.
No.
Once you take it.
Oh, so you can't even go 9.
No.
That's terrible.
No. You go 8
That's the
on.
worst song I've ever seen.
You go 8 on 2-1, and then the rest of you need 40 rounds to get to 9. You fucking just get March of Progress after. And March of Progress second augment. I'm down.
Oh.
Fuck it. That's the play. That's the play. You go from 1 to 7 instantly, then you're 1 life.
I wonder, would that be worth it? Would you go level 8, you 8-0 every single person every round, so they pay the HP tax.
It's probably worth it.
But you also can never go
probably
9,
is, right?
so you will get outcapped. Yeah, that sounds broken. But you also,
you
the chance that you
cost,
die,
right?
Yeah, you go for a 3-star.
You get to 8.
Yeah.
You can roll on 7 and 8 for.
Because basically you'll be getting
true.
like level 8 shops for the entire game, you know? Like it's bound to show up.
Yeah, that is true. And you can also just get 2-star 5 cost at that point because you're econ lead. Okay, actually no, that should sound beyond unfair. And you're also 8-0 everyone starting from stage 3.
Yeah, exactly. So everyone's just dead when they play you. They fucking minus 16 on stage 2. Sounds great. I wonder if they're gonna make it so that you can hit the D key too many times. Because I'm down. I'm down to accidentally kill myself on 2-1 by hitting the D key one too many times.
That's the best new way to FF. It's just by pressing F to death.
Oh wait, is it? Wait, it's F to wait. What button is it to roll? Which one is to level? Is it F
It's
to
D.
level?
It's F to level, D to roll.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Appies, are you okay?
I confused myself. No, wait, okay, I confused myself. We're good. We're good. I mean, yeah, having like that one does sound kind of broken. I mean, the first time anyone takes it, they definitely just try to put all the XP in immediately. I think that's what you have to do, right? Like, you can't just like hold on to it. Like, well, I feel like to take that and then.
Yeah, you're losing out on valuable econ resources.
Yeah,
which is your health.
7, though?
Which, if you lose a round,
maybe
you know you lose.
Yeah.
I
think it'd be so funny if 2 people got it though. I'm waiting for that game.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen?
Speaking of nut games, yeah, for sure.
What? Wait, what?
I say speaking of nut game, like the wet dream comps. I finally, for the first time in 7.5, I got a Clockwork Spat and I got Broken Stopwatch, and I played Broken Stopwatch, Clockwork Spat, Tryndamere 3. That shit was fucking sick. It was the most fun I've ever had in TFT. Okay, the last matchup was me versus this MF3 player, and all that happened was this forward freeze, and this Tryndamere would just sit there whacking the MF for like 10 seconds, and then she'd die, and then unfreeze, and we were good to go. Like that's all he did. It was so sick.
Not bad.
That was like, yeah. I felt like just as Guubums, you know what Dommy Mommy was in set 5, by any chance? The comp Dommy Mommy?
No, I don't think I've heard of that.
Okay, yeah, so it was Sinspat Leona 3, like the 1 cost Leona. And yeah, no, yeah.
The
no,
worst unit you can put a Sinspat on, you put it on. You stick it on.
You'd run Sinspat Redemption. And so she just redemption you run Sinspat Redemption Spark. And so she just redemption your sins. And it was great. But I made it my goal in set 5 to play that once and not go 8th, and I went 7th with it one game. And
that's not bad.
I felt for sure. I felt as rewarded that game as I did. Or I felt as rewarded in that Clockwork game, or as like fulfilled as I did after playing that Dummy Mummy game. So yeah, I don't know. I'm people say 6.5 is kind of veg, but I don't know. I think it's fun as fuck as long as you let yourself have fun. I mean, like you can just play Sivir every game if you want, or like you can just play that Enchanter stuff every game if you want. But like you can also
veg.
Yeah, you can also play like fucking.
Or you can play Talon every game.
Yeah, or go Fast 9. True. I wish.
I just want to play Warwick, man. I want to play
Maybe
Warwick
Warwick
one
would be a
game
dragon.
and not go bot forward.
Yeah. Yeah. The mechanic for set 7 is 10 costs. We're talking about 10 cost Udyr. There's like these like big fucking dragons that cost 10 gold, and they're like colossal.
Take up 2 units, right?
Yeah. I have no idea what they do, but I mean they look.
No. Wait, did they release the mechanic yet? I don't think that's the only. There's no way if that's the only mechanic, it's fucked.
I think there's also like the treasure dragon round. I think that's the mechanic. Yeah, that you have like.
There's no way that's the mechanic.
I think so. I'm not positive. I mean, I'm down for the.
And we get to keep augments.
Yeah,
maybe if they keep treasuries or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I surely it has something to do with an egg, right?
You think? I mean, I can see maybe they give you an egg at the start of every game, potentially. I think their thing was that was the set mechanic though, because did they revealed augments in the teaser for set 6, right? So I think like the dragon reveal is like the equivalent of the augment reveal.
There's no. If that's the mechanic, wait, are you serious? There's no way.
I think so.
That's like saying Colossus is the mechanic. Oh god.
A Colossus and Cho'Gath cost 10 gold too. Fuck it. I know they like they change your boards in certain ways too. I think I don't know exactly. I'm not positive. I think it's a mechanic though. Don't quote me on that. We'll have to drill Mortdog about it. Guubums is like, oh fuck. Hey.
Guubums is very sad right now.
Yeah, Guubums looks so sad.
Maybe they'll bring back Chosen. I can't wait for the set where they bring back Chosen. I'm gonna have
Agreed.
I think Guubums is in the set 4's lit camp.
Yeah, my favorite
I think set 4 is lit. I think set 4.5 is veg, personally.
Oh, 4.5 was terrible, and then 4.75 was pretty good. But 4.5 was some ass. You look around, 8 people re-rolling their 1 cost Chosen.
Oh yeah. And then there's just like, it was just like well, I feel like I don't know why we're talking about set 4 now, but I'm down. But like set 4 felt really good around Chosen. I feel like because like after you use a lot of items, like Orc could use a lot. Everyone could use a lot of items. And then set 4.5 rolls around, and like
everybody builds GA.
You need like everything perfect. Otherwise, you're just fucked.
GA, Morello, Last Whisper, boom. Put those on one of the units. Do something.
I hit Chosen KO. Oh, I don't have QSS or GI. I guess I'm fucked. I don't have like 2 aura items. I mean, I'm not playing scale this game. I don't know.
I mean, that's why you just stick GA and like. You put GA on Talon, you put GA on Trinamir, you put GA on Olaf, Samira.
Yeah.
Kennen. Boom.
Boom. I don't know. Set 4.5 was much. And set 4 was sick. I like Chosen a lot in set 4, I will say. That was some cool shit. I was at Warwick one trick back in the day. The Divine War. Not Warwick. But like the when it was like Runan's Deathblade QSS. Oh man, I degen the fuck out of that. Yep. You also remember
just take me back to set 4, man. I just want to live in the world where it's only set 4 all the time.
I'm down for them to just add Chosen, Stimmy, and Shadow items to the 7 and just make.
Oh god. Oh god.
No. They add Shadow items and bring Rise back. I'm down. I'm so fucking down. I'll take a step off.
Just find a unit that abuses Shadow Blue buff even worse than Rise. I'm trying to think of like, is there anybody that could like stun your board repeatedly?
I don't think so. I think like maybe Lee Sin, but Lee Sin. If I got Lee Sin.
Lee Sin.
Yeah, Lee Sin.
It wouldn't have been as good as Rise though, would it? Because I feel like Lee Sin would just die. Where like Rise was raised.
No.
Stun everyone.
No, because what would happen is I think he would just start like, you just RFC GA or something stupid. I don't know.
Oh yeah, RFC GA,
units from like across the board. Eventually your entire board is just disappeared.
And the thing is, like, he's still CCing half your team when he's kicking, right?
Everything
gets knocked off.
Wait. What about Thresh? Set 3 Thresh with GA Shadow Blue buff, and he just
you'll run out of bench
Shadow
units.
Blue buff your entire pitch. That's true.
Yeah, I don't think because you can only pull in 9 units.
Yeah, if you could somehow like if it pulled the unit and like you could put another unit on your bench, it would be like OP. But you can't do that.
Back in the day, back when like going
Back
9
in the
cost
day.
50, like from 8 to 9 was like 50 gold, and everyone just
Oh,
played
yeah.
like 5 costs every single game.
They still haven't changed the level 9 cost from like set 4 when it was. I mean, they had to make it a lot more expensive in set 4 because it was super easy to get an upgraded board. So they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, let's just make it more expensive." But
Cost
they kept it. They kept it super expensive, so it's actually like. I feel like set 6 is actually better to do it now, just because like there's so many ways to get econ. But I remember set 5, like you would never, ever go 9. 9 was like the most fake like level of all time. You would like spend all your gold, go 9, and then you'd roll 1 gold, and then you get no upgrade, and you'd be like, ah, shit. It's doomed. I should have 3-starred my 4 cost or something. See ya, I'm dead.
Every level 9 was the Soju special, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Since it wasn't Pibacon broken for a while, I mean, like going 9 when 8 to 9 costs 50 gold is pretty. I mean, if any of us that are used to like level 9, like getting to 9 now, were to go back to like set 3 when level 9, like getting level 9 was literally like 80 gold less probably total. Like we would all be the best player in the world, 100%. There's no fucking way we would just quick 9 every game, right? We do a quick 9 now, but like quick 9 then is literally just like going fast 8 right now. I'd be 9 on 4-3 every game. Space Pirates till 4. Well, it was everyone would level to 8 and roll at 4-3, and then like people play the GP lottery on 4-3. That was so fucking degenerate. They have like 3 ice cream cones and just wait for their GP on 4-3, and they miss, they just FF. Yeah, those are the days.
Yeah.
Those days. I'm hoping that set 7 does not have any of that. I'm sure there will be for a little bit. I mean, at the start of every set.
No, for sure. I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
At some point, there's going to be something, and then we'll just have to get through it. Hopefully, as long as it's not on like 3-week, 4-week patches, I'm all for that. Like that Jax patch in set 5 felt like it lasted 10 years. That Kaisa patch in set 6 lasted like 6 weeks. Oh my god.
The legendary Archangel patch?
Yeah, where you just go 9 for a legendary 1-star, and then or you go 8 for a legendary 1-star. Except you also have infinite econ because like you're buying all these econ augments. Like back then, like Rich Get Richer and stuff was like probably like really good, like Clear Mind, and then like and then you just go 8, go 9, 3 social, GG. You know, social is probably still bugged. Like we talked about this. Yeah, what's up? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, we were talking about like you know how social got fixed. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You're good.
Like at some point in 6.5, like we were saying, like there's bug was probably a thing, in set 6 when like social was really broken, when, like the Archangel's legendaries were really OP.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that bug probably was still just around.
When the the dual spotlight thing was
like duet and then
duet.
Yeah, and then like Fiora, like 3 social Fiora was really strong for a while. That was probably like that was definitely something. Yeah.
We played an entire set with a bug trait.
Yeah.
Baby.
I mean, I'm because like the beginning of set 6.5 was I was just at Irelia, right? Because it was first at Irelia, and then they found the bug, and then like they also nerfed Irelia at the same time. But like release of stat Irelia was so freaking insane. Yeah.
Oh yeah, just
bugs.
Pop in until
they're
you're bored.
Bugs. Or like the cannon bug that was in the entirety of set 5. When you remember that? Like the cannon would just like
became a feature.
Freeze. Yeah, it became a feature. Yeah. And like sometimes you just drag your whole team to the back line because like they start autoing and they chase them across the board. A feature. Yeah. I don't know.
We had an entire.
I'm looking forward to it.
An entire patch of targeting bug. Oh man, what a throwback. Set 6 had some banger patches. Man, I can't. We played an entire patch where like targeting was just completely different. You know,
Yeah,
think,
it felt so weird to go back. It's like you would play around it. You're like, oh, well, I'm getting targeting bugged here, so gotta be careful.
It's like your Tristana would grieve because she'd like ult and then just hit fucking the worst unit she could possibly hit. You'd be like, oh my fucking god, man.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be something like that in set 7. And
great.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully not. Hopefully not on the targeting bug.
Wait, did I say hopefully we get something like that? Because hopefully we don't get something like that. Okay, no, wrong word to use there. Hopefully we do not get stuff like that. That was meant to be the negative on the positive. We had a little some questions here as we close up too, but I had a question I wanted to ask people. And this is going to be hopefully helpful to a lot of people who got into TFT during Sat 6. I think probably a lot of people did. Is how do you adjust to a new set? Like, you know, what do you try to learn first? What's important to get used to? And anyone can answer if anyone feels like they have some insight into this.
That's a hard one. I mean, I just play.
I think for me it's just like learning comps because my brain needs that structure anyway. Like the reason I play Talon is because like I know Talon comps like basically like the back of my hand, and like learning the comps and learning some of the, like the interactions through that comp. It was the same thing with like me and Cavs in set 5.5. Like I knew that comp and then I could just learn everything around it, so that helps me. Yeah.
I do what Guubums does. I just I play.
I just gotta play, yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta figure out
watch play.
Do. Yeah, I think it's really important to figure out which low cost units are like just fucking broken, right? Like and set 5 and or like set 4.
Yeah,
there's always you gotta find out what you can play on early game, and then it doesn't matter. Like if you can get to 9, I feel like for the full beginning of a set, like the first couple weeks, first couple months, like you can always get to 9 if you just know what low cost units are broken, because like no one else does, right? Ladder. Yeah. Like, no one on ladder is gonna play. They worry about 2 starting their teamo and then going quick 9. So yeah, I think that's the. If I was to give one big point of advice, is just find how to go 9. Like, figure out which unit lets you go 9, and then from there you just figure out the units. But figure out the units is definitely the most important thing. I would say don't even worry about like finding comps or stuff necessarily. Just like what individual units are really good, and then you can work things out. And like people will there are a lot of people who just craft comps and like put them together, and like, you just read about them online or like see someone play them, and you have like a rough idea of what works well together. And then like you're the guy who plays Teemo 2 to 9, and you're the guy who can then have the goal to pivot in whatever comp someone else came up with. So yeah, it's like allocating your time well, I guess.
Yeah. Innovation is like it's not maybe in like super early set it might be decent, but like in the long run people are gonna come up with comps for you. They're gonna. I feel like I haven't actually come up with a single like comp before in my life.
Same.
Except for Udyr reroll and Warwick reroll and Not this Warwick, the other Warwick from set 5. Triple Archangel's Warwick. What else is there? And Duskbane. I call credit for those 3. And they're all one god. I will say, like, one thing that you can potentially, like, as a thought experiment is, like, you can potentially just think about, like, all of the units and, like, if I were to 3-star this unit, how would I play around it? And if it's, like, a frontline unit, then you can ignore it and just stick it in your board sometimes.
Yeah, I think
that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I think you're like the master of weird comps in set 4, Kevin. Like, Worlds, you're just like rerolling like fucking everything.
I rerolled Maokai one game. It did not go well. It's real bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you just like try out all the units, like play around them, and I think the worst thing you can do is go in, find like one comp that someone made online, and only play that comp. That's like the worst thing you can do in a set, because then you just you learn fucking nothing. Yeah, so just have fun and experiment.
If you, well, I'll counter that by saying as long as you're like actually paying attention to all the other boards, even if you're just playing one comp and you learn like some of the interactions with the other boards with your comp, like you can still learn a lot from just playing one comp. It just, if you're so focused on yourself, you're not going to learn shit. You do have to like pay attention to other boards, but that I think can be a super good way to learn the set. It just requires some extra attention and steps besides just play one comp.
Yeah, well, it definitely like seeing like experiencing the set mechanic and stuff, and like the meta from like one comp can be helpful. I guess it's just like a mix of everything. Just have fun. Play the game.
That too.
I will say though, one thing. If you're like getting into the game and you don't have them, you might want to listen to Jirachy here instead of like Abby's Guubums and me, because one thing that I have because like we're the three of us are like like flex players, like super flex players. So it's like it's not actually that easy to get into the game and learn the game by playing.
I'm pretty sure I'm like one of the best garbage players. Like one of the best players that like is just garbage at the game. Like how I play is it's not a high level play style at all. It just works. So I don't know.
Just find something that you like playing. Have fun. It's
that's why I started playing Talon. It was fun. That's it.
Just reroll Udyr, reroll Warwick. Reroll a one cost. Just do that. Actually, just don't do anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I distinctly remember when I was learning set 3 between a TFT that I put like Rabadons. It was like I put some mix of really fucked up items on a Master Yi. I was like, oh man, I'm the god of TFT. And this I was on like silver, and I was like, holy shit, I'm like the best player in the world. And I just I was having fun experimenting. So like, if you learn a game like that, like that's great. Just have fun. If fun is one trick in comp. If fun is trying everything, and, do whatever you want, basically. We do have some questions here as we start to wrap up. Okay, our first one is from Brosif, which is, do you watch any TFT content? If so, what content do you like to watch? Well, I personally love to watch the Triforce Tactics podcast. I think it's, the hosts are great. The guests are always awesome. It's everything's pink except for Kevin. No, I mean, so we can all answer this, but I personally, I feel like I watch pretty much everything. I watch a lot of, I watch Don't Talk If You Don't Know, Gangli's new show, How Radio. I say I don't watch a lot of YouTube content, because a lot of YouTube TFT content is just I hit a 3-star 5 cost, it blows up the whole board, and then it's this person just with 100 gold on level 9 with a full bench, with a bench full of items, but they haven't done anything, just hitting the D key over and over again. And then you see Samir 3 blow up a board, and you're yes, content. Which, that definitely hits a spot. But no, I think I watch anything Twitch related. I obviously watch a lot of people's streams as well. Because that's how you get better. As you watch people play. You also play, but yeah. I think all of us probably watch a lot of Twitch content with DFT.
I think it's,
I'd imagine.
Yeah. Actually, one content space I realized that TFT does not take advantage of whatsoever is TikTok. Actually, who does TFT TikTok?
I was going to.
Abby's
Slayer does now.
It's some people kind of do it, but it's not a huge thing. I've been on a post a shit ton on TikTok kick recently, but it's mostly trans stuff. Honestly, it's just in my bio. Oh yeah, I'm a TFT caster, and I'll randomly mention that, and then none of the content is actually TFT related. Also,
give me a
TikTok. It's Jirachy TFT.
All right, we'll wrap up pretty quickly here. We've got to go.
Sorry.
You're good. We'll do one more question real quick. Okay, so let's look at this last one, which is, how much do you value starting the patch by playing the PvE as a competitive advantage? Guubums, do you want to do this one, and then we can wrap it up?
Oh, I think honestly it's pretty valuable, but the problem with that is you're not playing against good players, right? When you're playing PvE, you're literally playing norms. When I say not good players, I mean players that potentially don't really don't actually know how to play the game, right? So it's not an ego thing. It's you're literally, yeah, you don't know what you're getting. Obviously, you can get a lobby of 8, but then at what point is it you're asking everyone to do it, and then yeah, you get a slight competitive advantage, but if everybody else is getting the same advantage, then it's also not that big of an advantage. I also think at the end of the day, like there's so many more games that can happen within like the first like 20 seconds of the patch being released that you might as well just watch, see what the data says, and then try out like a couple of the ideas you had. And then I really don't personally think PB is a big advantage, but I know like for example like Nature's the tourney organizer, he thinks that like a lot of us should be playing PB going like before the patch to familiarize ourselves, but I personally don't value it that much.
Yeah, I agree. It also changes so much over the course of PvE. It's like everything, like a lot of balance changes and like units change completely. So I have fun in PvE and I always play it, but I don't think it like gives a huge competitive edge. Like I think like a day or two on live, you catch up pretty easily. So.
Oh wait, sorry, is this for a set release?
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, wait, hold on. For set release, I think it's important. Okay, wait, hold on. I take back my answer. I thought that was for a patch.
No, it just
it's just a patch. Oh, yeah. It was for patch. Never mind. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. I read it.
Patch.
No. For like, it gets like going into like a tournament on new patch. No, I didn't get.
No, there's no way.
I think there's very specific like giant patches where it actually is kind of worth it to like get an in-house together and go play it on PB. Like with the eggs potentially, if there was any kind of thing happening. I know, when like 4.75 basically happened, a bunch of us hopped onto PBE and tried stuff out because it was like a big enough patch that we might as well like get onto PBE, get some good players and like in-house there. But even on those big patches, like maybe for eggs, just to like play one game, see how they work, and that's it. Like there's no sense testing things against bad players.
Agreed. Sorry, I totally misread that. Yeah, no, the patch.
On set release, though, it's pretty important because you don't know what the units do, so you read their abilities.
You read their abilities important.
Set release, I think it's a big deal. Set release, I think it's a huge deal.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever seen someone play their first game on a new set, like it takes me 2 stages to roll. I'm doing my roll down over 2 stages.
You're like, what the fuck does this unit even do? You know, like what? Like, you have to read the traits.
I will say, I think it's important to like have an idea what everyone does, but I don't think you have to like hard sweat or anything to like combat swinging.
I agree.
But I think you just like as long as you play casually, like you'll
just play.
If you play PvE casually, then like first day or two you can sweat and you're fine. It can be super hard if you don't know what the units fucking do though. It's a little different between like base stats is 0.5. I think then you can kind of get away with a little bit more, but still you want to play like a little bit of PvE. But yeah, all right. Well, we are gonna let Guubums run. Thank you so much, everyone who listened or watched. No, you're good. You're totally fine. Thank you so much, Guubums, for joining us. That was awesome.
Thanks for having me
on rank 1 and A, 5th in Worlds. Fucking beast mode.
Let us know where we can find you.
True.
I mean, you can just find me. I mean, on anything, Twitter, Twitch. Same name, Guubums.
Yeah, that's the 2 U's, Guubum. For anyone who doesn't know. I don't know
and
why
an
you
S.
know, but now you know. And an S. There's also an S. Yep. And good luck this weekend. The 44 tournament. I'm sure we'll all.
Yeah. I don't know what that luck will do for us. Well, hopefully one of your guys' teams could deal with the EU for us because it's not going to be us.
Solus is
if you let NA down, I will murder someone.
And thank you as always, Jirachy and Kevin, for being great co-hosts, and Mateo for being a great producer. And make sure to like and follow and subscribe, whatever the fuck people do on socials and etc.
You know what we have now?
Oh, right.
Am I shouting it out?
Oh, yes.
You can find us on Patreon at, I believe, Triforce Tactics. We just got a Patreon launched. We have some basic reward tier set up. There's something about like just direct submitting questions beforehand, knowing guests beforehand, some extra content. So if you want to support the podcast and get your name shouted out, go support us on Patreon. And we have a Discord server, I believe.
Yes.
We'll put invite links in the descriptions of everything this is going up on. So join the Discord
server. There may
server.
be a command on the Twitch channel too. I'm not positive if there's one yet.
We'll figure
it out shortly. So yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you everyone. And catch you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Bye. Bye, friends.